Hey, it's Mad Rabbit, and I'm in Dwarf Fortress, but you're looking at a picture right now. Okay, so this right here is basically the family tree that was originally what I had called the Udil family. If you see like this, that black arrow kind of pointing to where it says Udil, Udil via Krat. Lantern practice is the actual interpretation of the last name, and it's taken from the guy that I'm just calling Krat for now. I may change the name. And so I'm basically traced the entire family of this person and back like as far as I could with it just confused the heck out of me. This literally took me like about 2-3 hours to do this because I had to erase things because I there were some of the aunts and uncles were not um, paternal or maternal and all this stuff. It's just a whole thing. And I decided, okay, well I have to track these families through the males descendants because it's the only way to keep myself sane. And the ones that are in black, they're black names. Those are the ones that are actually in the fort right now. The grayed out stuff is they're not here. So that, keep that in mind. So Krat and Usha, she's from the Tucson family, which is another family that I'm going to have to work on their family tree. I'm going to have to do this for each one now and trace everything back and just work it out correctly just to make sure I have everyone's name correct because I don't want to trace and give them the last names through the female descendants and make sure it's through the male. Because I had a couple names wrong in this whole thing, and that's what screwed me all up. So, if you're wondering why some of these episodes are cut short or whatnot, it's sort of because of that. Now, during the course of this, I went over to his mother's side of the tree, as you can see there. Um, because his father's name, Krat's father's name was Zuglar, and his mother's name was Deduk. So I'm tracing his mother through Deduk, and that's like a whole other bunch of families right there. So as you see those, like Krat's family through the male descendants is kind of like that gold-colored circle around the names. And so his brother, or his sister Tosid, if you look above his name, she's married to someone I didn't, since she's here, I don't know the husband's name, but that would be traced through the husband in that family. That's why they're in green, but so we don't know Tussid, her husband's family's name yet. So that'll be a separate family. And are you guys getting confused yet? Because this is what confused the heck out of me. So we have other people in the fort. So if you look down there a little bit further to Zolban and Millie. Now she's also from the Tucson family. Apparently they got a lot of different people intermixed with this side of the family. And Zolban, if we go back to his father, Asab, uh, basically that's the Othles family. And they're all in the orange, if you're seeing what I'm saying. So he married Millie. She's from the Tucson family, but she took his name. So her name right now is Millie off list. Okay, so now in the case of Krat up there, now I had originally had their family name as Udil, but because the interpretation of Udil was a shortening of, I think it was his name or his father's name, I forgot. Udil Mubin was literally translated lantern practice, so I gave them the last name of Lantern, but it's really lantern practice because I can't fit that all in there. So that's that clan's name for the gold ones. And like you see, Krat's son isn't even here yet. So, Kulet. So hopefully he'll be coming in soon at some point. It makes sense, doesn't it? His parents went here to retire or whatever. So, yeah, then we go back down to the orange ones again. Zulban, married to Millie, and their daughter is actually married to someone from the Tucson clan, also named Argus, and his is like that light blue. So that he is a Tucson, so she took his name. So his daughter is in a different, basically a different clan, married over, and his son has not arrived at Tobel. And what was it? One of Zulban's sisters, Freya, if you go down to the very bottom, married to a named Trog, and his last name, through his father's last name, is shortened to Guskash. So as soon as I get a chance, he didn't have a grandfather listed and stuff like that, so that confuses things. So I don't know how far back that goes to who what that family is, but maybe we'll learn it later on. And then you see the yellow ones up there. Technically, that would be the family name, an unknown family name for the descendants of Zulban on his mother's side. So, yeah, it's a whole thing with that, all right? So, it's confusing as heck, but that's just one family tree that I sat down and worked out. And I worked out one for another one. It's a larger family that's got about 5 people here, the Sodell family, but I don't have a picture made up for it yet. So that will be in the next episode, and that becomes important because we actually have another Fey mood. And let me actually go into. Let me just pause here and go back into the game here. Hold on. Okay, so now we're back in the game here. I'm actually going to let it go. I mean, some has changed. I've let it go. Let's just actually get the year back in. We're in midsummer now, 551. I just traded with a human caravan, and yeah, so I really wanted to. I think they just left, in fact. Anyway, another Fey mood, same thing. They wanted silk and gemstones. Well, gemstones I could have maybe gotten, but the silk I don't even have that. Even I don't even think the traders, the dwarven traders, may have had that when they came, but I didn't have. Okay, so she went insane. Yeah, so the Sodell family is going to lose another person, or lose a person. So you get stricken by melancholy. We probably could let her out of there if we wanted to. But I'm going to probably just leave that up for now. I don't know why we keep getting all these clothier Fey moods, but yeah, so she'll be dying soon. Let's see. Stricken by melancholy. So they are going to be working on their estate below because she's going to have to get buried. I think that's the she. I don't remember now. I'd have to look at my sheet whether she was married in, for what family she married in from, but let's see. No, O'Neill. O'Neill. Okay, so she married Nil of the Sodell clan. And you'll see Nil. I just named him Nil because I just basically shortened his name. So they are getting an estate dug out right now next to the Feedback family, if you remember from last time. So this is the Feedback clan here, if you see where my mouse is pointing. And yes, I did do... they did a couple of their family members, and they are currently both smoothing and etching some of the walls, basically engraving some of them. And he got she got buried. And I'm gonna splice in some of the footage here of what it actually said, because I'm gonna try and do, if I can, for everyone, do a slab so that you can see like who did it. And since the slabs get engraved, I think the engraving was actually done by the husband, if I remember right. What happened? More migrants. Holy crap. This sucks because you know how long it took me to sift through it last time? This is going to throw the whole thing into a tizzy for next time, because now this episode is going to have to be cut short also, and I only have a short period of time to do this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sort that out between episodes. This episode is going to be short. All right, I'm sorry for that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over what has changed here so that we'll fill out a little bit more information before I allow these people in, because I'm imagining it's probably going to be another large one, since we're rather large right now. Alright, so the food stockpile got moved over like we were working on last time. I'm working right now on getting this. Let's see, did it actually get hooked up yet finally? Yes, the copper lever got hooked up to the floodgate because our well is right below us. And one other thing I need to do, and I had a grate to be put in there, so I'm going to unsuspend that. Now, did they finish all this? Yes. I actually even had them take out the stone. Let's actually build a wall, if he'll do it correctly. Right here, mudstone block. Alright, so that way the water will only just flow through this area. So if you go up one level, it's directly above. This is going to be the well room. And this is just basically the lever for the floodgate. So I'm going to make probably 4 wells in here. So hopefully we're far enough down where when it does freeze over, it won't freeze this far down, but it may. but I don't think we'll ever really run out. I don't know how long this fort will go, but it is going to go quite a few years, and it's going to take a long time to use up that much water. At any rate, so that's this level. This is the level you've been seeing for a while now. Everything's pretty much divided up. Not that much left as far as our overall stockpile. I need to get like a common room below because they're having problems. They're sleeping on the floor and all this. We got to get like an actual dorm and an actual meeting area for the general public below, which is what I'm going to be working on probably in between things. So in case you're wondering, our furniture is getting filled up because for a while here on this carpenter shop, he was doing barrels, bins, and beds on non-stop. So we got quite a few bins. We really don't really need that many more. And I'm just letting him go on barrels for now. I may actually stop that at some point here. We actually have almost all the wood from above below. I'm actually having to make more copper mechanisms. They've been going non-stop smelting all these different metals as you see here. And I actually turn on charcoal production full time since we have a lot of wood. And I think they've been going non-stop with the kitchen stuff for meals and drinks. I have to take a look at our meal situation, because I think one of the farmers is doing farming, so I'm not sure how many meals we're making, so we might be low on that. The figurines of the Archers of Craze's civilization, I'm going to continue to make them for now. At some point, we're going to switch over and make something different. But early on, I just traded with the humans everything we had, and we didn't have that much. So we're not able to trade nowhere near as much as we have in some of our previous fortresses. So, and in order to expedite him to get going quicker, I made this stone stockpile down here and some wheelbarrows, and it's giving to his thing. So a lot of the haulers are going to be moving stone there. So that's going to bog down a lot of the hauling duties. And I got to get more. Well, I got a lot of doors already made. I'm really not sure what else I'm going to do here as far as stone goes. Masonry is not going to be as big in this fort. At least not now. We haven't got a whole lot to do. But the masons probably get a lot more talent. I've been seeing a lot of masterwork, this and that being made. So I'm probably going to start having him do the statues. Or what else could I have him do? Or doors. We're going to continue to do doors out of stone, I think, since we really don't, have many. And I've been doing some cabinets also. And I'm going to start doing chests in a little bit. Since we really don't need that many barrels, we're getting ahead on the wood. So, that's what's going on in this level. Not much going on here. I haven't had much going on in slaughtering. Let's go to animals just to make sure. I probably could slaughter these three things, which, if you remember from last time, came in. Unfortunately, most of this other stuff is their pets, so can't slaughter them. And we just basically dug around. I think we did that last time. Go down here, we just dug around. This is mostly a soil level, so I'm not really sure it's going to end up being storage, probably. I'm not sure what will be in there. This looks like our first full stone level. Another stone level. And so I started to do the estates here, and this is where the levers for the bridges are. So, what I'm thinking, maybe on one of these three, that is right above the clan levels here, we'll probably be making a common area for both a dormitory and, sleeping. Dorm and sleeping, and for a meeting hall. That's what I'm trying to say. I probably should have put it maybe on this level here next to these things, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to make a determination what I'm gonna do there. What kind of stone is this? I'm just wondering. Bauxite. All right, I'm just wondering. Okay, so what I'm having to do for the feedback family, I want to get them to finish all the smoothing that they're going to do. I don't know how much etching stuff I'll do beyond what I've already done. I did the initial entry hallway, which is sort of a dining room temporarily. one of the bedrooms, and obviously the burial area back here. I'm going to have to smooth everything else out, except for this hallway that's going off the side in case we want to expand. I don't know about any more etchings right now. I want them to etch their own individual bedrooms, but I should have gave them maybe double walls for these, because now they're unfortunately sharing walls. And I made that mistake with the new family, the Sodells. Let's bring up capital N, Clan Sodell, and Clan Feedback. So our first two clans. Sodell actually has, like I said, 5 people. So, and I'm also making some bigger rooms. So I might have some actual dining rooms that are separate and stuff. I don't know yet, but so that's what's going on. Not much else. So we haven't dug down any further than that. I'm sure we're gonna probably hit cavern layers soon. So I don't want to do that until we're a little bit more prepared for that. Maybe get the military up. And then when I'm ready to go do that, then they go down. But I think that's really about it. So one of these 3 levels I'm going to do between episodes. We're going to be doing the big dining room and the, like I said, the other thing. All right, so let's just, sorry, let's take a look at how many migrants we did get. Well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. That's not bad. A couple animals. Alright, so that's not too horrible. Let's just go into the list here. So they say new arrival right now. I am going to really quickly go in on them. See, yeah. She and her husband have come in. Don't know if they're... see, now they're related via a cousin on someone that didn't have an actual family name here. But who knows if that's paternal or not. So we would have to trace this family back. Well, not through her side, through her husband's side. To see what name I would give her. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? How it can be a little time consuming. So let's look at this one here. His wife isn't even with him. Alright, now his older brother is here from the Arist family. And we don't know the paternal grandfather. Now we could go to the Arist. Let's see what he has. And it doesn't say that for him either. And we don't know if this uncle is the father or the mother's sister. That's what I mean. See what I mean? So, I mean, this particular person would have to have the last name Aris since the older brother is here, and we don't know the rest of the male side of the family, the parentage of the grandparents. So he would probably have, and his wife's not even here yet. We don't care about her side really, but well, his father is this. Yeah, Stukos Aris Domas, which is where I got the other guy's last name from. So it's Stukos here. That would be the guy that we're going to be using as the clan name. So I suppose if Stukos ever comes here and they ever show who his father is, I don't know why they don't show it on this list for this guy. You would think they would, but apparently not. We didn't have a whole lot of people, did we, this time? It's 8. All right, this fishery guy. Do you have any relatives here? You do. One of the Sodells is your cousin. And one of the other people that came in was your cousin, but they're not named yet. So we don't know. I'd have to look at the Sodell family tree and see if this guy is related somehow. If not, let's see, the paternal grandfather, Sarvesh. I'd have to look at that family tree again. I don't have it right now, so I'm not going to look. If that's listed in the family tree, there's Sarvesh, Shirker, blah, 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 then he might be a Sodell family guy. So we don't know. Check out this person. He came with his wife. And they are, he's got a nephew here. And so I'd have to look at the nephew via the male side. of who the parents are. And when we're assuming parents or grandparents' last name was Atalober, or maybe that's a shortening of something. So that may be, but again, the nephew may be on the female side of his family, so that's where it gets confusing for me. Like it could be his wife's sister or brother's son. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about there. Another guy. Let's see. What about you? Yes, I think she was with the other one there. We don't even know her. Her family name. Well, we know her father's name. Actually, these look very familiar. I think she came from one of the existing clans. Asab and Utur might be one of the ones from earlier this on the sheet in the earlier in the episode. I don't think it's that Lantern clan. It's one of the other ones that was on that thing. So it wouldn't matter because her name is going to have to go through the husband, so we'll have to check his lineage. But she could be related. It's just an interesting tidbit that she's related to other people via probably as... Oh yeah, see now she's related to one of the Sudels. That's the one that just went crazy. And Unib, which is another person who just came in, right? So is that all? Let's check out you. I think she's... That's the husband. The one we looked at earlier. Let's see, is he related to Stukos Sudel, a cousin? No, Stukos is the actual patriarch that we named from the Sodel family. So he may be a Sodel. We don't know. No family whatsoever? Interesting. No father, no son. I don't see a kill record. I'm just wondering if I'm a very, very important person. Look at this person. Dumed Arakananaga. Whatever. This is interesting. I don't know why I'm thinking this is interesting, but I'm wondering whether this is a vampire. I'm not going to look through this right now. I'd have to sit down and really read this all the way through, and I'm not even really sure that would even tell you. Possible this person is someone interesting. He could be a vampire. I don't know. He's got no family whatsoever. None. Not even a mother or father. I don't know if that means they just spontaneously spawned him in for this. I don't really know how that works, but another one. None. No family at all. No father or mother. I was near to a trade depot. It was interesting. Okay. I doubt we'd get two vampires in like that, but let's zoom to creature or zoom to unit. They're in the base, so I thought maybe if they're like on the very edge of the map, maybe it wouldn't have spawned in their relationships yet. But these two are interested. They have no parents at all, but they got no kill record either. So all right, so I am going to end the episode. They're coming in. It's all frozen up here. And what I'll most likely do is do a lot of sifting through family trees again for next episode and hopefully sort some of these guys their last names out. But I still haven't gone through really all of our people yet, so yeah. So maybe this week, as far as uploads go, it might not be as many, but I'm going to try and do as best I can with this stuff because I don't know. If I invest this much time into just the Archers of Crazes, different clans and families, then I'm really gonna, I don't know. I'm really want to go all out on this. Then this is gonna be a mega project, and it's gonna have a lot of stuff to it. So I'm gonna do it the right way. This stuff is boring to sift through, so I won't air all this. That's why I'm just gonna do it off air. But going through some of this stuff, I think it's interesting for the fort, and you can kind of develop a story for the clans and for the people. And let's bring up the units list here. Oh yeah. Oh, and it was something interesting. Our starter 7. And I'm gonna bring up. I can't bring up the. All right, I didn't make the sheet up yet for that, but I'd say this. There are two people. Now, let me, if I could find them here. Right here, Azrael. He's one of them, and that's one of that's from a comment. His name is Azrael from a comment. So, again, if people want dwarves named after him, I will change the first name. And yeah, so like the original starter 7. Now he is actually, let's see, I think he's lovers with one of the other ones, Becca. I had her up here. All right, the Master Carpenter. So let's just go into view unit relationships. Yeah, see how they're lovers. The starter 7. My understanding is they spawn in with no family, and I maybe eventually these two will marry. So, like I said originally, earlier in one of the earlier episodes, the starter 7 were each going to have their own estate. But I'm thinking now maybe just the males will, and the females will eventually marry off to somebody or another. I don't know how long they'll go through the courtship thing here. So Azrael and Becca may end up getting married, or maybe they just is a short love affair thing. I don't know. All right, so I will see you guys next time. Adios, folks.